bedeviled security in our country for quite a while. Well, yesterday, a bill seeking to establish ranches all over Nigeria was proposed, and it was debated. In fact, it has passed the second reading at the Senate, but it wasn't without a heated debate. And but as I said, it has been passed for the second reading. Now, our guest this morning to look at the subject matter of Southeast insecurity, exploring solutions to farmers-herders clashes, is Mazi Chukwuma. Okpalaye Zeoku is the acting national youth leader of Haneze Ndigbo Worldwide. He's also the convener of Youth Leaders and Stakeholders Convention Enugu 2024. Good morning to you, Mazi.
Good morning, brother. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Hope you're good too. Now, as I said, it's not just you. You're not just the only person concerned. Even in the National Assembly, they are concerned. So you're probably aware of what I just stated, the bill passing its second reading. Let me just let's just refresh our minds in this report by TVC News On, who covered the event yesterday. We'll come straight back to studio and talk about the subject matter.
Conflicts that erupt.
The bill proposed by Senator Titus Zam was influenced by a motion moved weeks ago on the incessant attacks on farmers by armed herders in rural communities. The lawmaker is seeking the establishment of a commission that will regulate the movement of animals in order to curb the incident of farmer-herders clashes in Nigeria.
Whereas other countries with huge farmers and herders populations, including Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, have passed pastoral laws and codes which have helped to mitigate the incidence of clashes between sedentary farmers and nomadic herders. This situation is unfortunately treated with kid gloves in Nigeria.
While some lawmakers commended the spirit and content of the bill, some others have their reservation. They want the bill to be reconstructed to capture a more holistic approach that protects all sides.
Farmers are under threat, and what it has led to is the food crisis that we have today.
If we are trying to solve a problem, we must look at it holistically, and the whole country must be involved.
Then I raise this point of order simply because of what Senator Zam has stated in the bill, which is contrary to the provisions of Section 41 of this Constitution.
Let the leadership come up with something very comprehensive, which protect the interests of each and every person in Nigeria. But going by this bill, it will compound our crisis in Nigeria.
To address these concerns, the Senate proposed that the bill be put forward for public hearing to get the input of all stakeholders.
The section you are referring to is talking about citizens of Nigeria.
Yes.
And cows are not citizens of Nigeria. Cows can come in from Niger.
Despite efforts by some lawmakers to ensure that the bill is stepped down, the bill scaled second reading after a voice vote, and it has now been referred to a joint committee of the Senate for further legislative action. TVC News, Abuja.
Okay, thanks for that report. Okay, but we're back in studio now, and Mazi Chukwuma Okpalaye Zeoku is with us in the at our studio in Abuja. Okay, you've heard the report, and because it is looking for a way out, one might have thought that it would receive general support, but as you could see, it is still being contested. In fact, some newspapers say that there was a heated debate. Now, one person was saying in there that a more holistic approach is what they are gunning for, and this refers to the fact that in Senator Zam's bill, there is a mention of establishment by law of ranches in areas where, in states and areas where there are these particular high population of herders. Others are thinking that, no, don't limit it to just those states. It should be all over the country. I think that was where he was going to go. But let me ask for your impressions, seeing as that this subject matter indeed was what you are here to talk about. What do you think of efforts in the National Assembly and the way the conversation is going at the moment?
Yeah, thank you so much. I must begin with the greetings I will get to you from the leader of the Igbo Nation Worldwide, Chief Engineer Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, the President General of Ohaneze and Igbo. Having said so, I must commend the TVC for bringing up such an important matter in such an August time. I must also commend the National Assembly for letting the bill, for giving it their voice by the senators to ensure that it has scaled through the second reading. In case, and indeed, ranching, establishment of ranching is indeed for all Nigerians, as it has a lot of impact, as we already experience in Nigeria, on our security, on our economy. On the security aspect of it, the farmers and herders crisis has taken so many lives, destroyed so many properties, and as well affected our economy, especially our food security. And it is written that necessity is the mother of invention. As it is today, it is indeed necessary that ranches are established in order to curb and control and manage the incessant and unnecessary farmers, herders crisis. About what happened in the National Assembly, it is a norm. It is democracy. People are bound to support, while others will say their opinion that they are not in support. But I must commend the person that said that this must be done in a way that all Nigerians shall be positively affected. And the only way to manage this farmers and herders crisis in a way that shall benefit all is by the progressive establishment of ranches. For instance, if you are a farmer and you farm crops and as well rear animals, it must not be cow in the same compound. Believe you me that it is natural that your goats, even your chicken, will go and eat your vegetables. And once they are eating it, those crops shall not do well. Therefore, the continuous coexistence of crops and animals in the same environment is counterproductive. It shall instigate the crisis that, as of today, claims lives, destroy property, and also affect our economy by way of not letting the farmers produce enough food for the nation. What is even the essence of ranching in the first place? The essence of it is to seclude and limit the animals within a given area that they will not affect the crops. I don't know if I'm communicating. So, on the farmers and
Mazi,